Hey folks, Battle Mode Ben here, and this is Blood Bowl 2. Blood Bowl is one of my favourite games, and I haven't really played much in the last couple of years, really. I reckon I think Blood Bowl was quite near the top of my Steam ranking chart with regards to the amount of hours that I've played of it. I'm a big Blood Bowl fan. I had a copy of Blood Bowl edition, third edition, back in 1993 or 1994, whenever it was released. Me and my gaming group, or my best friends when I was growing up, we loved Blood Bowl. We played it a lot. But out of all the Games Workshop games that I played, I think I probably played Blood Bowl the most. And I really like Warhammer Fantasy Battle and Warhammer 40k, and we played that a fair bit and collected all the models. Yeah, okay. So some background information. I grew up in a town or a city that is just a short distance away from Nottingham, and Nottingham in the UK is famous for three things, right? It's famous for Robin Hood, gun crime, and Games Workshop. So Games Workshop had the HQ in Nottingham, and most of a lot of the directors were were from that kind of area. If you want any, by the way, tying into number 2 reason why Nottingham is well known, it's for gun crime. There's a lot of Nottingham's got a lot of problems, right? And I think that the reason why the Warhammer 40k universe is so dark is because basically it was like a mental holiday for the people who live there. I think the guys who came up with Warhammer, I think they were kind of like imagining a really nice place that they could be when they weren't in Nottingham, and they came up with the Warhammer 40k universe. Well, anyway, I would say that because I'm from Derby, and there's a bit of a rivalry going on there, but there you go. So anyway, I'll get back to Blood Bowl. Blood Bowl is... It's a turn-based tactical 2-player game, loosely based around kind of American football, and it's set in an alternate universe to the Warhammer Fantasy Battle. It's just ridiculous. It's just a completely ridiculous game. I might just have to turn the volume down on this because I've not actually streamed this one before. I've not. Where are the sounds? There we go. I'm just going to turn the sound effects volume down a little bit. And I've turned the commentary off because the commentary just kind of gets a bit old after a while. So Blood Bowl. Okay, so yeah, it's a turn-based tactical combat game. It's heavily luck-based because there's a lot of dice rolls involved, but that doesn't mean that it's in any way random. You can get good at this game, and the people who are good at Blood Bowl consistently win tournaments. So it's random in the same way that poker's random. Anyway, so am I any good at this game? I'm not bad at Blood Bowl. I think I've played 3 seasons in the UK Blood Bowl League, which is definitely one of the better Blood Bowl leagues going, and the people who run that are really cool. And the only reason why I haven't continued playing in the UK BBL is purely because of time, and you have to commit to a game every week, and a game of Blood Bowl, especially against somebody who's good, can sometimes take it can take a couple of hours. So it's one of those games where I'd like to play it more, but I there's just only so many hours in the day. So but I'm not bad. I'm probably, I don't know, I don't want to big myself up too much, but I'm probably better than the average person you see playing in the basic online league, on the Cabal Vision official league. I can generally do okay, but there are some very good players on there as well. I just want you to know. So don't watch me expecting to see really, really super high level play, because I'm not that good. But I can, I know my way around the game, and I know my way around a few of the teams. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new team to start off with, and I've got loads of teams. In existing teams, I've got a Dark Elf here, a team that I've had since 2006. I've got a Chaos team based around Beastmen, and there's a Minotaur in there that they were really good fun to use. I've got a Norse team, Chaos Dwarves. This is my UK BBL team, the Kings of Halalabad. These, my name is Halford, so basically it was just a sort of vague pun on something vaguely sort of Arabian sounding, and even though the Khemri are probably more Egyptian themed, just don't hate on me, please. Okay, and so this is my Khemri team who I took through the UK BBL for 2 seasons, and I didn't do great, but Khemri are they're probably not the most difficult team, but they are one of the most difficult teams to use. And they, once you've leveled them up, they can become very, very powerful. But anybody who knows this game already will see that I've only got 3 Tomb Guardians here, which is, it just goes to show how I wasn't doing that great. I did end up losing one. There's a Skaven team I've got. There's another Khemri. Underworld. There's Amazons. Amazons have been completely written out of the Warhammer Fantasy Battle universe, apart from in Blood Bowl, as far as I can concern. So this is my horrendous pink Amazon team called the Bimbos. I've got a Chaos team. I've got another Chaos team going. You get the idea. There's loads of different teams. There's Goblins. There's a Bretonnian team that's kind of like unique to this Cyanide version of Blood Bowl 2. Elven Union are an old one. They're kind of like the very first basic elf team that are neither tied to the High Elves nor the Wood Elves. They're sort of a mix of the two. And there's all sorts of stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a team. And now I might, because I've not really played much recently, I might go with Orcs, because Orcs are good right from the start. They're really hard to kill because they've got an armor value of 9. They've got 4 blitzers from the start, and that's 4 players basically who start with block, and block gives you an advantage when you're with every attack you make, basically. So they do start out really, really strong, and they just get better, basically. So Orcs, I could go with Orcs, because Orcs are, they're kind of easy. And I say they're easy, I mean, if they come up against a Chaos team or someone who's built their team designed to take down high armor value, grindy, bashy sort of teams like Orcs, then like Dwarves, for example, they might struggle against them. The other option I have, I could play something fast like Skaven, or one of the elf teams, or perhaps Underworld, or Goblins, or just something sort of kind of fast. I'm not going to go with Khemri. There's 3 different undead factions in this game. There's Undead, which are just kind of like a standard undead. Then you've got Necromantic, which are they've got kind of like werewolves and sort of Frankenstein's monster kind of golems instead of ghouls and And then they've actually there's 4 undead teams technically. There's Khemri, which are the Khemri focused squad, and Khemri are quite challenging to use. And then you've also got vampires, and vampires are one of the advanced teams that are created just so that people who are really good at the game can use vampires, because they've only got a certain amount of vampires and the rest are thralls, and the thralls suck, and the vampires also suck, and because they have to suck, they've got a rule where basically every turn they have to roll a dice, and if they roll a 1, then they immediately have to go and suck on a thrall before they can do anything. And if you don't, then they'll end up, I can't remember what happens now, I think they might end up running off the field or something happens to them. So yeah, you've got to be, they're really hard to use. Amazons are a good team. They're kind of they've got a block and dodge combo right at the start, so they're really hard to knock down, but they've got really low armor, so they do die quite easily. Chaos Dwarves are kind of a bit like Dwarves. They're a really sort of heavy blocking team. They're just a real roadblock. They're used as a roadblock, and you slowly grind your way forward, and there's a very specific way to win games as Dwarves. You basically have to, you usually go for a 2-1 win, which is basically how they work. Anyway, I think just so that we can get into the game relatively quickly, I'm gonna go with an Orc team, and I've already sort of picked, I think I've already picked my build, so I'm not going to spend too much time going through all this sort of stuff. I'm just going to find something that looks kind of cool. Yeah, red Orcs, that'll do. And let's call it the BATTLEMODERS. I don't think that name will be taken. I'll fill the team motto later. I'll think of that later. Okay, so, and battle mode, home, stadium. No, I've got to come up with something more interesting than that. What should I call it? Let's call it Derby. There we are. No, I don't want the assistant to fill this for me. All right, so I'm not gonna go too deeply into the mechanics of Blood Bowl because there's a lot in here, right? So, and I don't know how many people are going to be interested in this. I honestly, I just thought that I'd record it because I like playing Blood Bowl, and I think that if I'm playing something, I might as well be recording it, right? So, I know there are some people out there who really like Blood Bowl as much as I do. So I'm going to take 4 blitzers because orcs get these blitzers and blitzers get block, and this is a skill that it prevents them from being knocked down when you roll a double knockdown result, which is, you know, you get that 1 in 6 times whenever you roll a dice. So it's really important to have block. It's really powerful. So I am going to basically name my. You know what? I'm not even going to bother naming the players yet. I'm just gonna go straight through it because I just kind of want to get straight into the game. So yeah, let's just buy this guy. I'm just going to buy 4 blitzers. I'm going to go for 4 black orcs because the black orcs they're stronger, but they don't have any skills. But they are strong. Now we've got at this point there's a couple of options. We do want a thrower, and we just want 1 thrower. I don't think it's worth taking 2 at the start at least. I can pick up another thrower later. But the thrower has a couple of abilities. He's got a pass ability, which gives him a reroll if he fails a pass, and he's got sure hands, which means when he tries to pick the ball up, if he fails to pick it up, then he gets a roll to retry. Now I can take a goblin, or I can take a troll. Now trolls are big, stupid, and really unreliable, but super strong characters. They are really a lot of fun to use, but they are really difficult to use as well. And honestly, I mean, in this, the league that I'm going to be playing in, it's just the open league, the Cabal Vision Open League, so it doesn't really matter too much. So I mean, a troll could be quite fun, but in a league, if I was playing a serious league, I probably wouldn't take a troll and goblins at the start because the goblins get killed too easily, and the troll is just, he has this, it's called really stupid, and if he's attacking someone. If you have to roll a dice before you do anything, and if he rolls a 1, then he will just stand there and he loses all his tackle zones, and he's just stands there and he can't do anything. He's just a lemon or a doorstop. But if he's trying to move, it's a 4+, so you have to roll a 4+, which means 50% of the time he's just going to stand there and scratch his head. So whilst he is really strong and he will kill things really easily, he's just kind of unreliable. One of the bonuses that trolls have got is that they work in tandem with goblins, and the troll can pick the goblin up, and if the goblin's got the ball, you can pick the goblin up and you can throw it, and you can get a 1-turn touchdown, because you can actually, if you're really lucky and you make a series of dice rolls, the goblin will land on his feet hopefully, and then he will be able to run to the end zone and be able to get a touchdown. That is if the troll doesn't eat him first, and that's because of this always hungry ability that he has. Whereas if you pick the goblin up, and if you throw a d6, and if you roll a 1, he'll eat the goblin because he's a troll and he's stupid. So, but yeah, I'm not going to go with the trolls or the goblin at the start. What I'll do is I'll pick those up later. So I'm going to take 2 linemen just to make my roster up to 11 men, and then I'm going to take 3 rerolls, because rerolls are really important in this game, and any dice roll that you fail, you can use a reroll to replace. 2 rerolls might be enough, meaning that I could get an apothecary. I actually might be tempted to do that. 2 rerolls would be 1200, and an apothecary would leave me with 2000. Yeah, that's one possibility. The apothecary is good. Basically, if you get an injury, including being killed, you can re-roll it using the apothecary. So if early on you lose like a blitzer, or one of your better players, or you've picked up a player who's started developing himself and he's got some skills, the apothecary can save them if they get something nasty happen to them. I'm just going to go with that for now, I think, and I am going to go with. Rerolls become twice as expensive after the game started. The only thing about having 3 rerolls is they are expensive and they add to your team value. And the reason why you don't want to add too much to your team value is that the higher your team value, the better the enemy team you'll be placed against. And you can end up going up against a team that is a lot better than you, and they can just kill you. I will go with the apothecary. I don't need that many rerolls in Blood Bowl. I've got to the point where I'm not tempted to use them all the time. Okay, so there we are, the BATTLEMODERS, and I'm going to just quickly register them in the open league. So Let's just go to the BATTLEMODERS. There we go. And, oh, where are we? Oh, that's right. Join the league. Yeah, you just have to bear with me, guys. I've not played this for a while. So we'll just add it to the Cabal Vision official ladder. And the reason is just because we'll basically be able to get games quite easily. Okay, so oh, that's a cup. That's not what we want. We just want the... I can't remember which one it is now. Is it just the open ladder? I think it is. Aging, impact, yeah, assessment, kickoff events. Just make sure that this doesn't allow any... oh, we're allowed experienced teams in this one. That's not what I want. I want it... Which one is it? Dum 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 dum. Anarchy 32, champion... Oh gosh, these are all completed. Oh wow, hang on, I'm going the wrong way. Here we go. The ranked, yeah, this is it. This is the one. Okay, so this is what we want. And just go to the settings and just check. Yeah, you can't enter experienced teams into this one, or custom teams, or any mixed teams, or anything like that. They've recently changed the rules. Well, in the last DLC that they had, they basically changed the rules, so you can have these strange, interesting mixed teams. But I just like kind of vanilla Blood Bowl. So let's just register in this league. There we go. Register. Okay. Now I'll call that an episode. I think what I'm gonna do is I'll start. I actually want to play a game now, so I'll start rolling. Now it can take 3 or 4 minutes to. I think it's 3 minutes that you have to wait to find an opponent. So I'll start doing that now, and then I'll restart the game. I'll restart the video when I've got an opponent. Okay, guys, I'll see you shortly. Okay, we've got a game, and it looks like we're playing against a Necromantic team, and they're not a new team. But they're kind of close to us in points value, so we should get a small. Yeah, we've got the lowest team value, so we get a little bit of extra money now to spend on stuff, but it's not enough for us to be able to buy anything with it. These are sort of little bonuses that you can kind of give to your team at the start, and some of them are really useful, particularly. I'll go through those as and when we come across them, but basically they give you a little modifier, and that's just helpful if if there's a big difference in team value. I could actually spend some money and buy myself something. Now Bloodwiser babes are good. If one of our players is knocked out, it gives us a +1 modifier to recover. That can be really useful, and that's the cheapest thing that we've got. We could potentially buy a Bloodwiser babe actually. We'll only lose one. Yeah, I think I might buy one. Let's get one Bloodwiser babe. That knockouts are common, and there's a 50% chance at the end of a down or a turn that your knocked out players will wake up. But if you've got a Bloodwiser babe, it turns it to 2/3. So that's it's exceptionally helpful. It just helps you get more players back on the field. Derby. Okay, I'm going to warn you in advance. This game can bring out the worst in me, and I don't normally swear on my channel because not because I'm trying to be particularly clean. I don't know. I just kind of don't really feel the need to. However, I'm going to try to adhere to that with Blood Bowl, but I can get really carried away when I play this. So yeah, there's just fair warning that I will, especially if my opponent's an idiot and just does stupid things. I might take the piss. So okay. Yeah, this is a Necromantic team I'm playing against. I'm not actually that out of all the Blood Bowl teams I've played pretty much every Blood Bowl team. I don't think I've ever had a Necromantic. I've just never felt the need to try and play them. Okay, so let's see who wins the toss. We won the toss, so we want to go into offense first. So we want to receive the ball, which means that they'll kick it to us, and they get to set up in defense first. So here's the halfway line. We set up on this side, they set up on that side. There is, I can't remember how many squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Is that right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 until you hit the opposing touchdown line. So, and basically you've got to get the ball to the other end with one of your players. Your player you have to get somebody standing in the touch zone with the ball, and then you get a touchdown, right? And the people who've got the most touchdowns, or the team with the most touchdowns, wins. Right, he's got his flesh golems on the front. Now there's only a limited amount of time, so I'm not going to be able to go through this too carefully. Yeah, actually, I want to get... I don't know why I did that. Let's just get these a bit closer. We are going to be in... We're attacking, so... Yeah. I'm just going to bring these a bit closer to the middle. I used to play with a control pad on this game. It's one of the few games that I'll play with a control pad, so just bear with me if I seem a bit shaky with the controls, because I don't normally play with a mouse. Yeah, I want to be able to knock these guys through. These werewolves are nasty. They're really, really nasty. Oh, and this is actually quite an experienced team by the looks of it. He's got claw. Do they all have claw? Oh no, they all have claw. That's right. No, sorry. It's just that player who's got block. Okay. So the player kicks the ball. If the ball bounces off the field, then I can give it to whichever player that I want. Okay, so I get an extra reroll as well, which is nice. That was just a random thing that happened. So the first thing we want to do is start taking down opponents. The best, usually you want to use any players who've got an advantage of some kind. So 2 block dice, or preferably they're strong. Oh, sorry, or preferably they got block. Let's think about how I'm going to do this. I'm just going to work my way down the line, I think. It's a bit risky, but let's go for it. There we go. That's a 6 that I just chose. So that basically means that we knock them straight down. That's exactly what we want. These guys are stronger, so we're going to need more players on them, and if we're going to knock them down, I don't really need to. Think about how I'm going to do this. Where am I going to go? I'll pick the ball up here and go up this direction, I think. So let's get a blitzer. No, I'm gonna try and knock this guy down. Good job, there we go. Okay, he stood firm, that's fine. No. Oh. Yeah, okay, he can get there, that's good. I'd like to get 2 block dice on this guy. I'm gonna blitz him, and then I'm gonna try and get down this way. Now he's got ghouls which are really fast, and he's also got these werewolves, so I'm not going to make it down. I'm probably not going to make it that far down this way. However, if we at least open up an avenue this direction, that will be helpful. Do I want to put a tackle zone on him too? No, I don't. I'm going to leave him there. So linemen I don't care about so much, so I like to just put a tackle zone on the enemy. I've been quite lucky with my dice rolls so far. This doesn't always work like that. Blood Bowl is one of those games where if you've not played it a lot, you'll find that beginners tend to really bitch about bad luck. They get really upset about it, and in my eyes, it's the mark of a good Blood Bowl player if bad things happen and they don't let it get to them. Because basically, right, you can spend lots of time and energy really working on a Blood Bowl team, and it can take quite a long time for you to level them up to the point where they're any good. And if you lose a player, you might have a really beloved player, and if you lose one, it can just be really upsetting, right? But it's just part of the game. It's just the way that it goes. There we go. That's the end of my turn. So yeah, you have to sort of really embrace this kind of Buddhist concept of non-attachment when it comes to Blood Bowl, because yeah, you will, just a bad dice roll can not only lose you the game, but it can lose you half your team. So you just have to just take it all with a grain of salt. That's one of the reasons why I really love playing in the UK Blood Bowl League, actually, because those guys were, for the most part, really mature and they're all veterans. A lot of the people who play in that have just been playing for years, and they're just really good fun to play against. I think as and when my timetable permits, I'd like to get back into playing with those guys, because they just have such a great time, and it's such a big league as well. There's hundreds of players in it now, and it's just really well organized. Well, yeah, it's pretty well organized, and it's just the whole, it just playing in a league in a league with other people, rather than just playing like in these kind of random multiplayer games, which is what I'm doing here. It's a lot more fun. Oh, I was lucky there. He's going to push me though, and these guys are nasty because they got frenzy, so he'll attack me again. There we go. Look, he actually hit me this time. If you get pushed off the edge, then you immediately get injured because the crowd basically just come in. Oh wow. And claw as well. Claw basically means that he can get through my armor really easily. I forget what the exact bonus is on claw. Oh, that's right. So any armor roll of an 8 or more automatically breaks armor. So anything, you know, so guys with 9 armor or 10 armor, God forbid, like some of the Khemri players, they're really vulnerable to claw. We need to take these guys down quickly if we can. And they're not easy to take down themselves. They're not that great. They're not that... They're actually quite strong. So the way the attack works is you roll... if your strengths are equal, you roll 1 6-sided dice. And the dice is a little bit different in this. But they basically, if you get a 1, you fall down. If you get a 6, they're knocked down. 5 is they're knocked down providing they don't have dodge. This is a 3, and that means that you're both knocked down. So this guy's he's messed up now. He's rolled a 1 and a 3. So basically he loses the turn. So if you do something that causes a turnover, that means it's the end of your turn. Okay, I should be able to get my... I should be able to... Oops, no, I don't want to do that. This is what I mean. I've got to be a bit careful with these controls. Right, let's get a tackle zone on... Yeah, on that werewolf there. I'm going to get the thrower up this direction. I'm tempted to try to make an extra roll, but I don't think I will. You can try... once you run out of moves, you can actually make another extra move. But you've got to be a bit careful, because if you roll a 1, you roll a 6-sided dice, and if you roll a 1, then you will fall over, and you don't want that. Okay, I want to... First I should stand this player up, really. Golden rule, always stand your players up. Now, I might blitz that guy. Oh, I see what's happened there. Let's see if I can free up a player. Okay, let's just move him back. Oh no, he's not going to move because he's got stand firm. Okay, stand firm stops them from being pushed. Ah, that's not good. Yeah, I'm going to have to re-roll that. There we go. I don't like having to use re-rolls like that but it's just... That's the problem with these Black Orcs. They're not that great at the start of the game. They don't have block, unfortunately, so... No, I'm just going to see if I can... I'm going to try this. This is risky, throwing a wrong block dice, but I have got block, but so is he. Ah, it worked. Amazing. So let's get him over there. And we want to follow. There we go. Excellent. Good job. That means now we can attack this guy. Now we have... I've just realised I've made a big mistake because I've left my player open to the ghouls, so let's... This is dead risky now, but watch this. There we go. 4+ did it. So now we've got a half cage around this player. Now this guy can dodge out like this, and he might be able to run around the side and blitz me, which is possible. But I do need this player here, so now no, that's a bit risky. I'm going to keep him there. I'd like to keep that white engaged. I think part of being good at Blood Bowl is knowing when to mark opponents and when to try to move your players into better positions, because what happens is that everyone's got a tackle zone that surrounds them, and the more players that are in your tackle zone, or the more players that are touching you, the harder it is to block them. But you can still get a tackle zone on them, and anybody moves out of that tackle zone or tries to move through it takes an attack, basically. So if you want to get out of this tackle zone, let's say that we've got these ghouls here. These ghouls will have to, if they wanted to move out, they have to roll a dice in order to be able to move away. And if they fail, I attack them, and they'll fall over and take a hit, and it causes a turnover. So you know, it's quite serious. I might have got myself into a bit of a mess here, because this isn't a very strong cage. Wow, he's damaged me. There we go. So his flesh golem knocked out my Black Orc, so we're going to skip that. We don't want to use an apothecary on that. Hopefully we'll see him back in the game later on if he wakes up. It's not guaranteed though. Oh, he's dodging with a flesh golem. I don't know what this guy's doing. Yeah, that was really like probably not the smartest thing to do. Okay. I'm going to have to be careful of him. He's in danger of being pushed off the field now. In fact, he could potentially come in with one of these ghouls and block me off. In fact, if I was him, that's what I would be looking to do right now. He has got 3 players around this lineman, so he could block this lineman and free up these ghouls, and then the ghoul could run in and throw a block against this guy and knock him through. Whenever there's somebody standing on the line, this is the first thing you want to look at is, you know, can I knock them off the field? You get an instant injury roll. It automatically breaks their armor. Yeah, it looks like this is what he's going to do. Okay, maybe not. Unless he's doing it with this guy here. Oh no, he's on the floor, so... Yeah, now he's going to make a dodge roll because he's having to move out of this tackle zone, and he made it. Okay, so he didn't go for this. I don't know, man. This guy might be a little bit inexperienced, maybe. Yeah, he might. I wouldn't have done that personally, but he was lucky that time, just like I was lucky with that one block dance I made. Oh, another knockout. Okay. Every turn, one of your players can move and attack in the same... we're both down. Oh, I've injured him too. Oh, we're both injured. We're both stunned. Okay. That could have been worse. I'm glad about that. He was a real threat to me, and now he's down, so... Okay. I've got 2 Black Orcs free here, which is good. We need to get... I need to get this guy out. Let's first stand up this Blitzer. In fact, he's a Black Orc. No, he's a Blitzer. And I need to clear... I really need to clear this. This guy's going to go off next turn. If I'm not careful. I should have moved him at the end, actually. That's me being stupid. Okay, let me think about where I'm going to go. He's got these 2 guys here, which are a bit troublesome. I am going to have to go out this way, I think. I'm not sure how that's going to work. I'm going to go for it. He's going to have to make a dice roll here. And I might try and make one more as well. Just so I can get clear. There we go. Just so I can get clear of the of this dude. And yeah, I'm going to put him... I'll put a Black Orc here. Just to block those guys in. Don't think I've got enough. I don't think I've actually got enough players to really defend this thrower now. Yeah, I think that's true. I think I might have made a mistake here. Never mind. I failed the dice roll. I'm going to re-roll that. This is a critical one, I think. Now I really am. I've got to get this guy here, which means I am. Ah, he's falling. So basically, I made a dice roll, and it'll be a 2+, but he failed. I rolled a 1. Look. So and he's injured himself as well. Ah, this is going to be hard without a Blitzer. I wouldn't normally do this, but I think I'm going to use the apothecary. Oh, and he's still got a... God. What a shame. Well, he's off the field anyway. What might happen here is that basically when you first start a team off, especially in this Cabal Vision League, like if if you do really badly in the first game and you know you get a lot of injuries and people missing games and stuff, it's often better just to restart, because it can be really difficult to kind of keep up. I've made a big mistake here. This guy is a sitting duck now. He's gonna hit me with several people. Well, maybe one. You could probably get one in there. Yeah, here we go. He's gonna push him off the field now. I shouldn't have stood him up. I should have just left him on there. Now I'm really rusty at this game. Really rusty. I still think this. I mean, look, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've only got 7 players left on the field. We're only on turn 3. Yeah, this is. I mean, Blood Bowl often goes like this. This is kind of. Although I don't usually play this badly. I've got to be honest with you. I think partly because I'm recording it, it's making me a bit more. I'm not really thinking about it quite so much. The issue is with the time pressure in this game, you see, so you have to be a little bit careful, because if you run out of time, then you get a turnover. He's thinking about it. This is his chance. The thrower isn't very good, and he's only strength 3. All he needs is strength 4 or someone with block. Yeah, he's got 1 in, but that's no good. He's gonna have to get this Black Hawk down. What happens is if this guy, if he needs more than one person standing next to me, but not next to another one of my units, because if one of my players has a tackle zone on that play, he doesn't get to add his strength to the attack. But yeah, he's going to go for it with the werewolf, which makes sense. He's just pushed me, and the werewolf has frenzy, so he's going to follow up and throw in another block immediately. Oh, he re-rolled it. That's weird. Why did he re-roll that when he's got frenzy? Okay, so I get to choose the dice because he yeah, this guy's a noob. I mean this is coming from me, who just made a really serious mistake as well, but I think this guy's might be new, or he's not that experienced. Okay, we've got to think about where we're going to go now. This way is probably the best way, so I've got to think about how I can get around here. I might just hand this ball off to this blitzer. First, let's get some players up on this side first. Let's put him there so that he's got a tackle zone on both of these werewolves. I then want to, let me think about this. Yeah, I think I'm going to move him here. Or I might run him this direction. No, I don't want to go for it again. And then try and get yeah. We've got 4 turns. We've got plenty of time, so I just don't have enough. I can dodge there, so let's see if we can get this guy like that. If we get a mount on each corner. There we go, we managed to dodge. Now that white is just going to go round this way, so we do need to now see if we can. Oh, we've got nothing to do it with. I might actually just put him back where he was. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I don't want that white being able to. That white, I'm going to force him to make a dodge roll. I think that's probably smarter. Just take some of these guys out. I want to keep those tackle zones on those ghouls, though. There's only 1 dice there. I'm just going to leave him. And this guy, it's only 1 dice too. I'm going to leave him too. I'd rather him have the tackle zone. It's been an interesting game already. Partly because of my inept play, and partly because of his. This is just like a bit of a comedy of errors so far. I've still got the ball though, and I need to score in this turn really. If you want to score in the first half, if you're kicking, if you're in offence, because if I don't, I'm then relying. I mean, for a start, he could take the ball off me, and he's got some very fast players who can get down this field quickly. These ghouls are exceptionally quick, and these guys. Oh, that's bad luck. He just rolled a double one. Okay. So he's used his re-roll for the. He's got no more re-rolls now. Like the last time I played this was yesterday actually, and I just played a a game very much like this with a new orc team and just messing around. And my opponent did the same thing that time. He just used all his re-rolls right at the start, and then he just made a series of bad mistakes over and over and over again. And basically the way to be good at Blood Bowl is to throw as little dice as possible, right? Because every time you throw a dice, you're going to be making, you're risking causing a turnover. Yeah, look, he's surrounded me here on this side. I'm struggling now because I don't have enough players who aren't surrounded in order to be able to get my to get up the field. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to make a break for it with one of my players and throw it, which is going to involve a dodge, because if you throw it with tackle zones on you, that's just it's hard to I think for every one that you've got around you, you remove, it's a -1, so it's going to be like a 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be a 6+. Ouch, that's not good either. He's just got more players on the field now as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got all of his players. Like he's still got 11 men, and I've only got 7. So the odds are stacked against me now. Let's see. Yeah, he's freeing his ghouls up, or he's trying to free his ghouls up. He should be able to get a 2 dice block attack on me now. Yeah, and he's managed to knock him over. So this half of the field now freed up. I think my best bet now is to just try not worry too much about scoring and see if I can take some of his players off the field. I'm glad I took those Bloodwiser babes, because I've got 3 players who are off the field who are going to be rolling 3+ to get back on. All right, let's get him up. I do need to start making some dodge rolls now. I think these guys are going to be useful keeping these 3 in line here. Where's he going to go though? There's nowhere he can really go. I'm going to take a risk here. I'm going to blitz this guy and try and go round. Okay. That's not going to work then. Well, I managed to push him back. There's going to be so many dice roll. This guy's actually he's got a good defense here. It's going to be difficult for me to get through. I'm just going to move him in. I think that's going to be probably my best bet there. Okay, I managed to get out. But where is he going to go? Is the question. That's the question. I'll try and make the best of this bad situation. There we go. It's kind of a cage. I mean, he can still get at me. He's going to be able to he'll either dodge around with his werewolf here, or I'm just going to throw 1 block dice against this. Oh no, he's got stand firm. These flesh golems got a great ability that stand firm, so they don't get knocked back a square whenever you throw a block at them, which is just enables them just to really they work really well in a cage. And a cage, by the way, is this. So I've got a player here, and you basically put a player on on all 4 corners, and it throws a tackle zone on, and it makes it very hard to get into this guy here. Yeah, this. Yeah, he's going with the frenzy. He was unlucky to not knock me over. And he's got a tackle zone on my ball carrier now. Yeah, this is tough. Still, this guy's got a massive. He's got a massive advantage now with the amount of players that he's got, and he's really not made. He's not really made much of it so far. Yeah, I've gone down. So I've lost the ball, which is unfortunate. I think it's going to be difficult for me to score in this turn now. Oh, you are joking. How did an agility 2 player catch that? That's absolutely insane. And he had... What did he roll? He rolled a 6. he needed a 5+ to catch that ball, and he rolled a 6. So, oh well, that's how it goes. It's really rare for flesh golems to actually ever carry the ball. He might be able to score here. This is not looking good for the battle moders. Oh dear. I will be highly disappointed if my first recorded game of Blood Bowl 2 I actually lose. But stranger things have happened. Yeah, when you get situations like this, the game's highly tactical anyway. It's all about positioning. But when you get situations like this, you really have to calculate the best way to kind of achieve what you're trying to achieve. Like if you're trying to make space, or if you're trying to get a ball off somebody, you have to really be like, okay, I'm going to attack with him, and then he's going to attack with him, and then that'll allow him to push this. It's very much like chess in that respect. It's chess with an element with a strong element of luck. And if you're going to use luck and, you know, random number generation in games, this is the way to do it. Blood Bowl's really good. There's a reason why I play this, and he's down. He's done a double knockdown, so he's caused a turnover. Oh, I've injured him as well. Yeah, get down. Yeah, the reason why I play this game is because I do think it's probably one of the better 2-player games that's out. I mean, I think a lot of people would disagree with me here, but I think it's one of the best 2-player games that's ever been made. At least one that involves luck. It's so replayable and so fun. Okay, we've got to get that ball back. Now I've got a thrower there who can pick it up when it goes down, if I can get it down. It's going to be really hard though. I mean, I've got a blitzer here who's got block. Who's my best bet? But yeah, he's just surrounded. I've got a free Black Hawk here. Okay, how do I do this? I need to get rid of him. That frees him up to... Well, that frees him to stand up and put a tackle zone on him. And then... Yeah, I'm going to do it that way, I think. You have to declare a blitz before you move. Oh, that's a shame. Instead, I'm gonna move him so he's got... Oh, I'm gonna have to make a roll there as well. Come on. Yeah, made it. Okay. And so now we can take this. Yeah, that's not good really. He's got to stay. I need him to the tackle zone. And I've used my blitz, so it's gonna be a red dice roll, but I'm gonna go for it. It's really dumb to do this usually. Like, it's suicidal in fact, but in this case I don't have any choice. And he's gonna go for that. I'm not gonna re-roll it. He'll just choose the player down. There we go. Fortunately, I'm not going anywhere, but neither is he. He might be able to... I don't think... He's got to get all these players down, because if there's any tackle zones at all on this flesh golem, he's not going to be able to dodge away. Oh, and he's straight down, look, and he's used all his re-rolls. See, that's why you don't want to use your re-rolls and do risky attacks like that at the start of the game. Mind you, it was 2 dice, so... I mean, 2 dice is still risky. I mean, you know, there's a fair chance that you're going to... I can't remember the odds now, but there's a fair chance that you're going to get a double knockdown. So that worked in my favour. Let's get this lineman standing back up. Right, we can try again. No. I need 2 dice on this guy. I'd like to blitz with my blocker. Oh, he's gone. And they don't have dodge. I'm going to follow him up. Let's keep a player on him. Especially one that's stronger than him. Okay. No, I still don't get the 2 dice. Oh, unlucky. That's still going to be 2. That's still going to be 2. No, wrong one. Okay, we're gonna have to rely on luck here. Okay, that's one guide out of the way. Now we can do a 2 block. Oh, it's still 1. Of course, because we've got a tackle zone there. That's a 1 block dice against the flesh golem. Go for it. Come on, you can do it. He's pushed him, but I'm gonna have to re-roll that. Need a 5 or a 6. Come on, yeah, 5. Awesome. Great news. So he's down and the ball's... Oh, he's dropped it. Oh, come on, catch. There we go. All right. So now what we need to do is get this guy up, and he's going to have to dodge out of that tackle zone into another one. So I need to attack him. See if we can... If we're really lucky, we might be able to make this. This could be a real epic play. Okay, so we're going to stand up, we're going to dodge, and we 2 3+ dice rolls. 1 to dodge, made it. 1 to pick up, made it. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Right. So now we've got to get out because he's only going to get blitzed when he could get blitzed by this flesh golem here. So where is he going to go? There. That might. No. That was bad luck. That. Yeah. Never mind. That was a 4+. I forgot that he was running into a tackle zone that was already there. So yeah, that was my noobish mistake, I'm afraid. You've got to watch where you're tackling into. So where you're dodging into, because if you're dodging into someone's tackle zone, you'll start taking penalties. So I would have probably lost the ball there anyway. He had quite a few players around me, particularly this flesh golem. So the flesh golem likely would have stood up and just gone bang. Although I did have these guys standing next to him. I've now got 1 turn to score, and I don't think it's possible. So my mission now is to try to just to do some damage to him. It is not the end of the game yet. We're just coming up to the end of the first half. So it is unfortunate, but we've not scored. But if I can prevent him from scoring, then we might be okay. Now, whether that happens or not, largely will largely be to do with whether any of these guys wake up or not, and you know how many players that we've got left. And yeah, he's pushing me back. He can probably score in 2 turns, maybe. These ghouls are really quick. They've got movement 7. If you can somehow get the ball, throw it to a ghoul, and then run down, start running now, he might make it. I'm hoping he makes a mistake and causes a turnover. And yeah, there we go, look. Oh, he's injured too. Oh, yeah. A niggling injury as well, nasty. Oh no, he's just badly hurt. He's just badly hurt, that's okay. Oh, sorry, I just had to save that. That's a turnover. I'm not sure. I don't think I can score this turn. We've only got 1 turn, and I've got nothing that's quick enough to be able to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, a Skaven team with some leveled up players might be able to do that, but no one else. Okay. So now we just got to kill things. Let's think about the best way to do this. High value targets are ghouls. So let's see if we can flatten one of these ghouls. That would be fun. I would enjoy that. Yeah, one of his ghouls is already down. So if I can take out his other ghoul, that's a large amount of his team. Well, that's 2 of his most valuable players with regards to scoring down, because the ghouls are really effective. They're really fast. They've also got dodge, which means that if you roll a 5 on a block dice instead of I can't remember what it's called now, but basically it means that if you've got dodge, you can actually prevent yourself from going down, being knocked over. There we go. Come on, kill him. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Yeah! Go on. He's just stunned. That's a shame. Stun means that they miss another turn, so... I'd have liked to have killed... I want to kill as many players as possible. That's basically the... that's what you're supposed to be doing in Blood Bowl, basically, is killing as many people as you can. Okay, what can I do here? Let's see if I can get him. I might blitz the ghoul. Oh no, I've already blitzed this turn. Okay, let's just stand him up, put a tackle zone on that around that ball, and let's see if we can take down this flesh golem. These are really hard to take down, although they don't have regeneration like the other guys. So, oh, he's gone. What else? Let's just move. I'm going to try and dodge this thrower away from that. No, he's... Oh, he's... No, he's knocked out as well. Oh, this game's going from bad to worse. I assure you as well, that probably would have happened if I'd have left him there too. Well, nobody can score here, I'm pretty sure. I don't... hang on a minute. No, he's not 9 to... He could potentially go 1, 2... Yeah, that's as far as he can go, look. So nobody can score now. So the first half is going to be 0-0. And he's also going to be doing what I was just trying to do, which is try and take as many players off the field as possible now. I did manage to get 1 injury. I'm pleased with that. And it's a ghoul as well. That's the best thing that I could have taken out. In order of importance, the ghouls, then probably the werewolves, I'd say, and then the whites. The Necromantic are just really... They're a really good team, actually. These werewolves are really good. The whites are like they're a little bit like my blockers, my blitzers, sorry, except that they've got regeneration as well. The werewolves are dangerous because they've got claw, which means they break armor more often, and they've got frenzy too. Frenzy's a bit of a double-edged sword. If you know how to use it well, then it's really, really good. But if you're like that guy, made a really critical error with it before, and he didn't really anticipate that that by following up he would be pushed into a place where he was forced to make an attack with 2 dice rolls against him. Yeah, was that a foul? Yeah, you have to be careful making fouls, because was that a foul? I can't remember. I wasn't watching. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy talking. Okay, we're about to see the end of the turn. Okay, so if a player is on the floor, one of your players can foul them, and what you do is you make an automatic armor roll against them, and if you break it, then you injure them. But if you roll a double on either the armor roll or the injury roll, then you get sent off. Your player gets kicked off the field, so you have to be dead careful with that. Okay, half time. Let's see if we get some good dice rolls. Oh, they're all up! Oh, look at that! That's why we buy Bloodwiser babes, you see, because that gave me the 3+ for them all to stand up. Oh, he's going to be so angry about that. We're back to almost full strength. In fact, we've got 1 player off, and has he got a full squad? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're both at 10 men, fielding 10. So it's everything to play for. There is everything to play for in this game. Right, now what I need to do now is make sure that he cannot get through. Now the way to do that is to do a kind of defense in depth tactic, I think. So let's get... They're going to they might try and get and blitz the ball round, because he's got some fast players, and he might try and get through. But I need to basically make it so that it's really tough for him to get in. 4, 5. Yeah, he's gonna have to knock. He's gonna have to make some risky dice rolls there, which is exactly what I want. I might put him here on the front. He's because there's these guys. They've got an agility too, and so have these. They will never dodge away. Well, they will, but it's hard for them to dodge away from the front. So it's quite... What's the word? He has to kind of go through me, and now the orcs are really good up front as well. In fact, the orcs are probably a little bit better than him at this job. So because he hasn't got any, he's got no blitzers with block. Although no, that's true. He has a white. He's only got one white on his team, actually. It's interesting. Yeah, it looks like he's going to try and go around the flanks. I've still got players that can catch him if that happens. If he scores, what will happen is if he does get through, I need to force him to score quickly so that I have a chance of getting a touchdown back, so I can force a draw. It's quite hard to get more than a couple of touchdowns in a half. So yeah, I kind of left myself open here, but if I can do enough damage to him, which is quite possible with the formation that we've got, we can get people back round as well. Now he gets to move first, so he will be able to get this guy is going to be able to get round unless there's a kickoff event that enables me to reset my players up. There's I think it's called Perfect Defense, where you can there's a dice roll made every kickoff basically, and one of the events that can happen as a result of that dice roll is that the defense can reset up, which means that I can basically put a player in that way of that werewolf. Okay, so if you kick it right in the center, you have to be very, very unlucky for it to go off. Okay, he gets to move one space. That's one of the kickoff events, so all of his players now can move one space. That was a good kick, though. That was a really good kick. I was very, very lucky. So what happens is you roll a scatter dice, and that basically the ball, when it's kicked, it goes 2d6 in a certain direction. I think it's 2d6, and no, maybe not. Maybe it's 1d6. Well, look, it's right on their touchline. This is great for me. Now this gives me time to be able to just smash them and try to get to the back. They are fast, and they've got these ghouls which are very, very quick. But he's got to pick it up first. It's 3+ even to pick it up. I'd laugh if he drops it and he has to make a re-roll to pick it up. And if I was him, I wouldn't re-roll it, but I bet he will. He's got it. Okay. There's not really, like, he's gonna have to really play this right in order to be able to attack anybody. Yeah. Okay, so he's gone for that direction. He can probably move some players up this way now, but I've got quite a strong formation here. Oh, okay. He managed to get. He's taken my lineman down. Oh, he's broken the armor. Oh, and he's injured. What's happened? Oh, he's lost 1 point in strength. Well, he's getting sacked. I'm not having an orc that's as strong as a goblin on the field. Not a chance. He's useless. Yeah, so the injuries are literally crippling, and you can find that often it's better, especially early on. You're better off just ditching the team member than allowing them to carry on with a serious injury. But this is Blood Bowl, and you will go through a lot of players, and like some of the teams that I've had, going for a long time, there's only a couple of the original players left. They've all been cycled out because they've either died or they've picked up an injury, and I've had to take them off. I'm really enjoying this game. I'm actually, despite not playing particularly well at the start, I had a spectacular stroke of luck with those recovery rolls for the knockouts. So yeah, he's thinking about it. Yeah, go on, do that, mate. Go on, roll all those dice. No, he's not going to do it. I was so lucky with this kick here that getting it right up that way. If it had landed here or something, I'd have been in trouble, because he could have picked it up and then run right around me, and I would have been able to to put some tackle zones on him, but it would have caused problems. So I was quite lucky. Oh, he's not going to get a chance to do anything. Look, he's run out of time. There we go. You see, that's why you've got to take your turns quite quick. Okay, how do we start? Let's get this blitzer. Right, we need to get to this guy. If we can sack him before he gets to hand the ball off, that could be good. So This is a fairly safe roll because we've got block. Now he's free to mark this werewolf here. And that werewolf will struggle to take that Black Orc down on his own. Next, we've got 2 dice block on this guy. Oh, he's not going to go anywhere because he's got stand firm. No worries. Now there's going to be a series of slightly more risky attacks. I probably want to move... Yeah, let's get this blitzer up here. That's going to force him to deal with him. He's going to have to deal with that. Let me think about which direction this wants to go. That's really unlucky. I'm just gonna eat that one. Oh, we've injured him though. That was well worth it. I suffered a turn. Oh, and he's lost a point of armor. That's another guy who's going to be sacrificed. Oh, he's regenerated. Ah, well, this is one of the reasons why undead teams are great. They're a bit crap, but they do regenerate. So you get a regeneration roll of 4+, and if you after an injury, and if you roll a 4, then it takes the injury away, and he comes back next turn. So sorry, he comes back the next time there's a kickoff. So whilst they do have some really, really poor quality, low, like these zombies are just really not very good units. Oh look, wow! See how fast these ghouls are. I did well though to get this Black Orc here. I'm going to be able to. I'm fairly sure I'm going to be able to reorganise my men to be able to defend against this. I've also got some players in his backfield, which is, I mean, what's this guy? Grimnail. Grimnail is now in his backfield. So if we do manage to take the ball off him, ooh, ouch! This is going to hurt. And the Black Orc's armor saved him. So, where are we at now? By the way, as of the time of recording, I'm a big Total War Warhammer 2 fan. I really love that game. It's definitely my favourite Total War game. And there's some really good Total War games, but that was my favourite. I'm a big Warhammer fan, as I said at the start of the episode. And there's an update coming soon, which basically is a big overhaul of the greenskins. So I'm really excited about that because the greenskins needed some love. The Orcs and Goblins in Total War Warhammer 2 really needed some changes because they've basically been the same since Total War Warhammer 1, and their mechanics were a bit crap. And they're one of my favourite factions. And my brother also loves Orcs and Goblins as well, the greenskins. So I'm really, really excited for this update that's coming out. I'm as soon as that comes out, I'm going to start playing Warhammer 2 again, and I might actually record that because I don't know. I think there's probably a lot of people. There's a lot of people who do Warhammer 2 videos, and I don't know how many people on my channel would be interested in seeing me play it. But I do want to play it, so I might as well record it while I'm playing it. Okay, this isn't looking so great now. I'm relying on him having some bad luck. Okay, he didn't follow up there. That leaves him free. So this blitzer is actually free to get back into the game. Okay, how am I going to do this? Let me think. Let me count the ways. I don't want to stand him up while he's got that guy next to him. What I need to do is I need to get a defense in depth now. I need to get 2 players, like one here, and then one here and one here. And then he's going to have to go round me again. Now there's no one. Yeah, he's not in the tackle zone, so. Let's get him marking the werewolf. I'm going to have to go for it with him, so I don't want to do that yet. Let's stand him up. 2 dice block on this zombie. Let's get this guy down. Splat. There we go. That's him clear. Now we've got this thrower that we can get into the backfield. And I am going to move him. I am going to move him quite far back. I need somebody because this guy is fast and he moves 7 and he can run. He can move 9. Look, that's how far he can get in one turn if he makes a couple of extra rolls. Okay, let's get. Ooh, interesting. I could blitz him and get a tackle zone on him. How can I do that? With great difficulty, I think. I've got an idea first then. I'm going to go for it here. This is a bit risky. It's a bit risky. Yeah, okay. We got one. Maybe one more. No, he's going to be alright there, I think. Now, this guy can go this way around me, but he's going to force him to go here, and he's going to end the dice roll somewhere around here, which means I can blitz him straight off the field. Okay, next, let's kind of get... Got two block dice on him. That was good. And I'm going to blitz this guy here and see if we get lucky. If we can get lucky, get a 6. That'll do. That will do me. I'm going to push him there, and this gives me a tackle zone. He's gonna flatten this guy next, but it just forces more dice rolls, right? And the more dice rolls he has to make, the better, as far as I'm concerned. Let's try this. Try a look here. Both down. I'd rather he was down than anything else, actually. Because he could have potentially have dodged away from me. He's got quite a strong formation here. It's going to be like he's got this guy is designed to do this job of being a pillar on a cage. Yeah, he's managed to knock that blitzer down. That's a shame. And he did it with the white, which is smart. Although this guy's also got block, so you know, if you're throwing a block dice against a player who's got block, you also want block as well. Because otherwise, if you get the both down, then you go down and he doesn't. And that's not good, because it causes a turnover and forces armor rolls, etc. Yeah, so I've played this game a lot over the years, and I've played it more since the computerized versions came out, and I played Blood Bowl 1 a fair bit, but the user interface in Blood Bowl 1 wasn't very good, actually. It was quite nicely presented, but this one's way better, and there's still some stuff in it that some people might not like, but I'm used to it now. I think that Cyanide eventually did a good job with Blood Bowl 2. It was a bit buggy and kind of, you know, it wasn't that great at first, but I think they've really kind of polished it up and made a good job of it. Some people might be a bit off-put by the fact that you don't get all the teams when you buy the base game. So as usual, you know, they're sold as DLC. Now that's just standard now, really. Oh, why did he do that? Why did you do that, mate? That's so stupid. Like, if he'd have pushed me here, he could have run round the back, and he could have got me round. He could have got someone round, and like he's got look, he's got this ghoul and he's got this werewolf, and he could have got round here, and he could have formed some kind of. He's trying to form a cage. Okay, right, I kind of see why he did that, but cages are a bit of a mixed blessing, because if I can get a few of my players around, I can stop him here quite easily, and he won't be able to get through. All you need is 2 men like that on either side of that cage, and that's it. It causes him a lot of headache trying to get, because tackle zones basically are, you just start putting tackle zones on everybody, and it slows it right down. Now what he's hoping to do is to bash me, you know, for 2 or 3 turns, and then he'll find an opportunity for this ghoul to be able to run out, and that's what he'll do. Okay, let's first start standing people up. This Black Orc wants to. I've got to be careful of this. I've got to be dead careful of him, because he can just blitz me off the field if I'm not careful. Although, because he is a. Yeah, mind you, he would need. He'd need help doing that. I'm going to go for this. This is risky again. Yeah, I made it, but that's this is going to help me. Yeah, I'm thinking about that. Let's first get this. Let's get my defences in like I was originally intending. Now got to be careful here, because he can go this way now. Bosh. There you go. Let's stand this guy up. Should have done that at the start. Now, okay, so the idea here is... Now, I can either put a player here, or I can try to attack this post here and get in. And I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to take a risk. This is risky, but it's going to... if it works, this will annoy him. Yep, I've knocked him down. Oh, but he's got that damn stand firm. I forgot about that. And I can't get in. Oh, I've got to get a damn dodge roll on him. Okay, well, that's not the best thing that could have happened. I should have thought about that. I forgot that this guy has got that ability. However, what we can do is we can put tackle zone on that werewolf. Now he's gonna have to knock that that blitzer down, which should be okay for him. It's not that hard. I'm gonna make a dodge roll here. Ah, no. No, I'm not re-rolling that. Okay, so yeah, my thought being that he can probably go right round me here, but I'm not doing too bad keeping him tied up there. We'll see what happens. If he knocks me down with that, if he makes a risky block here, it's going to be a 2 dice block, but I've got block. But then he could probably just try to get that blitzer, sorry, this werewolf and attack that guy and then get out this way. Or he could go around the back and try to take this, like he should be able to hit this Black Orc with a 2 dice block here. That's one way he could go. So knock that Black Orc down and then run around this way. But then I have got a blitzer free. Okay, he managed to knock him down. Which way is he going to go? Okay, he's going to go this way. And then he's going to dodge out this way by the... Oh, what are you doing? Oh, I see. Right. Okay, so you're going to go through there. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, he's playing it quite safe. Because he's got a few quite fast, strong players. I'd be tempted now to get that ghoul down and then get like a half cage around him here, and try to put some more tackle zones on these back players. That's also another way of doing it, I guess. That's smart because now he's got tackles that he's put a tackle zone on all these. Although I will be able to take him down quite easily. He's got nobody to attack this guy for a start. Ah, he failed his catch roll. So that was a handoff he tried. He's going to throw a reroll on it. Oh, he's dropped it again. Yeah. See, this is why I love Blood Bowl, man. Like, no matter how badly you think you're doing, something can always go wrong for your opponent. It's just so much fun. I love it so much. Okay, now I need to think about how I'm going to go about this. These are 2 blitzers. Let's just get them all stood up. Now this blitzer can probably dodge in and get here, but I do need to take him out somehow. No, it's going to be a 4+ pickup. I'm not happy about that. Oh, look at that. Snake eyes, man. Had to use a reroll, unfortunately. Okay, that frees that Black Orc up. He'll be able to move next round. I could dodge away with this Black Orc, which is not great because Black Orcs don't like dodging very well. I'm just going to stand him up. Okay, so we got 1 tackle zone on that ball, which is important. I could try and dodge with the Black Orc, put a second one on. That's risky though, but I'm going to do it. Oh, he's failed. Okay, no worries. We've got 1 tackle. I mean, that's not hard for him to deal with. He'll be able to get rid of this guy pretty easily, but it's at least stalled him for a turn. If I can force a draw on this game, I'll be happy, because it's actually been a good game. It's been a really kind of eventful game, and I mean, well, it's always eventful in Blood Bowl, to be honest with you. Well, usually. But yeah, I mean, I don't, unless I have a real stroke of luck. I suppose I could, if he does something really stupid, or he fails a couple of dice rolls, it might be that I can take the ball off him. But I think likely enough, he's the best that I can hope for here really is probably a draw. Yeah, he got a 5 there. So that if you've got this dodge skill, when you get that dice roll, you can be pushed back, but you'll stay on your feet. Come on, fail it. Ah, he was lucky. He's going back into that cage. He likes that cage. I think he likes it a little bit too much. Yeah. That was a fairly predictable result with the flesh golem hitting a thrower. Oh, I was lucky he didn't break armor though. These throwers have got less armor than the rest of the orcs. So they're 8 is an average armor, 9 is good, and 7 is bad. That's basically how it works. And in order to break the armor, you have to roll more than that armor on your 2d6. So, you know, 8's like a standard roll on 2d6 pretty much. So, you know, 9 is much harder to get. So more often than not, you're gonna pass an armor roll with 9. Ouch. Okay, he's just stunned. That's okay. Now because these Black Orcs have only got agility 2, they dodge away on a 4+ instead of a 3+ like everyone else. Well, like agility 3 players. So they're once they're out of position, or if they're marked, they're quite hard to use. Go on, fail. What are you doing, man? I see. Well, I guess it was probably more likely that he was going to do that than dodge away here, I guess. I don't know. I don't think this guy's... I mean, he could have probably done some better stuff than that. I mean, what I can do is here, I can knock him down, and then I can get a tackle zone on this guy here. Or I can put a tackle zone here. Alternatively, I can just run around here now, get a tackle zone on that. Put one here. Oh no, I don't want to do that, I don't think. Because he can now run like that. I want to put him here. There we go. So that's a tackle zone there as well. Now, what's that? That's a blitzer. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go for a risky maneuver. Yeah, it worked as well. Okay. So let's follow, which allows me to stand this blitzer up and get a tackle zone on. Oh, he's gonna have to dodge though. We can get a tackle zone on this wolf here. So there we are. Okay. I might try and dodge here and try and get another player out. Yeah, I think that was smart. The more players that I can get, kind of. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you could go that way. Okay, he's down. And there we go. That's the end of my turn. 3 turns left for both of us. Turn number 14. So I'm making him fight for this one. He's kind of... We've both kind of not really played very well. He's actually played quite well in this half, but honestly, I think if he'd have been a little bit more proactive about getting the ball out and trying to, you know, because I mean, look, he doesn't want to score too early, because if he scores too early, then it gives me 2 or 3 turns to potentially score back, and if I have some good luck, I can do that. But so it kind of makes sense that he's tried to cage up here. He's hoping to score on the last turn or the last couple of turns, but it's difficult to do. And by kind of I don't know, it's a risky play what he's doing by caging up here. Yes, he stops the ball from being taken, and I'm going to struggle to get the ball off him, but he's gonna have to rely on some luck to be able to get through. But this might be it. Here we go. Let's have a look. Ah, he's just pushed me, but he's pushed me out of the way. So he's going to run straight through. That's a nice play, actually. That is a nice play. After all I was just saying, I think he's actually just made a really nice little play there. That's a textbook cage clearance, and he's got this white, which is a really strong player to be carrying the ball because he's got block that he can. Yeah, he's caging up again. I think like all it takes really is me. I do need to make a couple of dice rolls, but I can stop this cage again. He seems quite confident that he's going to carry on being able to push me back. So we'll see how it works out for him. I could blitz him, hit him there, and then I could blitz a player here and get a tackle zone on him there. Interesting. Yeah, he saw that coming. However, I can actually, in fact, yeah, I don't know. I think that might not have been a good move because I can still hit him here with the Black Orc. That's 2 block dice. I mean, look, I can just make a 1 block dice here. I think I might do that. Right, firstly, I'm going to go for it. Yeah, okay, got it. That was kind of lucky, but it needed to be done. There we go, and the werewolf's down. So we're actually going to force him to have to do something. Now, let me think about this. How can I go about this one? I could hit him, free him up, and then... No, maybe not. This is 1 block dice. I'm going to have to get a 5 or a 6, which is pretty unlikely, but I could knock him down. I'm probably more... It's better odds to be able to hit him. He's pushed him back. Keeps him out of the game. I can dodge here. 3+. Again, it's a risky dice roll, that one. But I could go like this. 1, 2... Oh no, it's into a tackle zone. It's going to be nasty. I think I'm just going to go with the blitz here. I've got a reroll. Push him. Where can I push him? Push him there? Yeah, why not? Now, I am completely surrounded there. But all is not lost. Really, what I'm hoping for with these Black Orcs is that I can actually do some damage because these are quite hard to level up. They don't score very easily, so they rely on getting star player points from casualties. So quite hard to kind of get working, really. Excellent job. Now what do I want to do? I want to push him there. Watch this. Now we've got 3 tackle zones on the ball carrier. I'll leave them. I'm going to leave the rest there. So most of his players have got tackle zones on them now. This wolf is free. He's damn dangerous, but not against a Black Orc unaided. So I mean, interesting to see how this works now. We've got 2 turns and he's within scoring. I mean, he's quite close. I don't think the white can score, but where his ghoul is out of the action for the time being, unless the ghoul dodges through, which he's quite capable of doing, but it is risky. but dodge allows him to re-roll dodge rolls for going through tackle zones. But he's only at agility 3, so they're not that agile. Well, they're average agility, but that dodge roll does help them. The dodge re-roll does help them. Also, you can't use a re-roll on a skill that's already been re-rolled with an ability. So, for example, if that ghoul tried to dodge through here, failed the dodge roll, he used dodge in order to get a re-roll and failed that, he then can't use a general re-roll for it. Ah, that was unlucky. That was really unlucky. Well, there's only 2 turns left, so it's not the end of the world, but I just thank my lucky stars he wasn't killed. These two, one of these is gonna have to go. I can't remember which one it is, but he's just missing the next game. But the other one's got strength loss, so he's gonna have to go. I will replace him eventually. Okay, he's out. He's broken 3, so yeah, he's got no tackle zones on him. He should just make a run for it now. Go on, this way, this way. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Now I can probably get. Yeah, he's gonna have to go for it. I hope he falls over. No, he made it. I don't think I can catch him now. I think he's won. Yeah, I think that's it. I think. Oh, that was. Why did he do that? I don't think that I've got anyone who can catch him. That was really stupid. If he'd have fallen over, then that would have been hilarious. Ah, no. Grover. Okay, he's just badly hurt. Badly hurt means they're off for the rest of the game, but they'll come back for the next match. Yes, I'm not surprised he's moving that ghoul. Do ghouls have armor class 7? Yeah, they've got an armor of 7, which is really low. That's the same as the elf races and Skaven and goblins and other such useless characters. So I think actually goblins might have 6, but either way, if you do manage to knock a ghoul over, it's quite hard. But if you do manage it, they're quite difficult. Okay, I can't catch him. There's nothing I can do now to get him. So I need to console myself with just killing as many of his players as I can. And it's difficult because they have regenerate. See if I can kill one of his werewolves, I'll be happy. Blood Bowl is a game fueled by spite. There we go. Go on, kill him. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Yeah, go on. Oh, he's just knocked out. Oh well. You don't get any star player points for knocking someone out, but if you injure them in any way, you get star player points for, so it's well worth doing. Come on, go on, break armor, go, 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 go. Yeah, go on. Oh, not another KO. Well, that's alright. It's completely futile for the outcome of the match, but it's a lot of fun. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. No, no arm break. See if I can knock down this guy. No, he's not going anywhere. And that's it. End turn. Okay. So he's probably just going to run and score. Yeah, he beat me. He played better than me that game. That actually, I was kind of like, why is he doing this with the cage? But he was actually quite good with the cage. So that was a textbook example of how to use a team like Undead or Necromantic or the Orcs. Like you basically smash your way through as far as you can, and then when you finally made an opening, then you take it and run. And that's exactly what those wights are for. They're blitzers, and they're designed. They've got that block skill, which makes it so that they don't get knocked over so easily. Once they've leveled up, see this guy now, he's got 3-star player points. If he can get 6, then he will level up. And once he's leveled up, he can make a dice roll to see what he gets. And if he's lucky, And I can't remember if whites can take agility skills, but if he's lucky, gets a double or something, and or he's able to take that, he can then take dodge. So block and dodge together makes them exceptionally difficult to knock over. They just become really, really hard to knock down, which is one of the reasons why the Amazons are so dangerous, because they've got blitzers with block and dodge right at the start of the game. That's dangerous. Yeah, look, he's putting his players right far back because he knows that I'm just going to go on a stomping mission. Okay, let's just get all my players in. I want to try and do maximum damage. Is my thrower injured? Which one? Oh, there he is, yeah. What injury did he get? Oh, I can't look now. I think he just got badly hurt, actually. So, knock him there. Knock him that way. Yeah, yeah, that'll do. And let's just confirm. It's nearly the game over anyway. I might be able to get a few star player points if I pick the ball up and throw it and catch. Okay. So let's start the carnage. Yeah, I should have put a blitzer on the side, but that's no problem. So let's push him down that way. Oh dear. Oh, what a shame. I'm just messing about now. We're oh god, this is terrible. Come on, just knock someone out. Knock him over that way. There we go. One down at least. Have we blitzed? Yeah, we blitzed, so that's all we can do there. So let's try and I'll move this guy down, and I'm going to try and get some star player points for this lineman at least. If we're lucky, we might make it. He's got it. 1 star player point. There we go, and that's game over. So that is Blood Bowl, and that is me playing Blood Bowl badly. I'll have a look at the state of my team after this, and we'll have a quick look, because if they're in an all right state, I might carry on. Okay, so I should have looked who got the star player point. Oh, my Black Hawk did. Oh, and he's leveled up. Well, that I'm pleased with. Right, so this might actually be worth keeping this team now, because it's quite rare for Black Hawks to level up so quickly. So I can show you how they level up now. So if we go to Team League Management, let's go to the BATTLEMODERS, and you can see here that this indicator means that we've got a player who can be leveled up. One of the reasons why Blood Bowl, by the way, is so addictive is because you get this random rewards thing when you level up. You make a dice roll. So Grogfak Breakthigh, who's our Black Hawk, he's just leveled up. He gets to you now get to roll the dice, and he can take general and strength skills normally, but if we get a double, we can take agility and passing. So let's hope for a double. And also you can get statistic upgrades if you get 10, 11 or 12. So that's really great. Okay, we just got a normal roll, so we're going to give this guy block. I think we can take block. Block is a strength skill. Oh no, block is a general skill. Yeah, so a Black Hawk with block is really, really strong. Now, there are other things that we can take that would be useful. Block is usually a first good thing for a Black Hawk to take, because the one thing that stops them from being good players is they don't have block. Block immediately makes them, they've got strength 4, so they've usually got 2 block dice against most players, and they've got block, which makes them really strong. The other thing that you can take that is really useful for them is guard. Now guard allows you to assist another player in an offensive or defensive block, even if he's in another player's tackle zone. So basically, if you've got a player with guard, you can stick him in amongst loads of other players, and he still gets to add his strength to another block attempt. So that's really, really useful. In fact, you want loads of this, but I think block is going to be the one for this guy. So there we go. We've got our first kind of decent player now. Let's take a look at the rest of our team. we've got a player with reduced strength. This lineman, I'm gonna fire him immediately. So let's just get. He's useless to us now, so I'm gonna get rid of him, and that will take our team value down, which means that we'll get a bit of a bonus the next time we play. So yeah, slightly disappointed that I lost my first game, but that's not the end of the world. We will occasionally lose games. That's how it works, and you might well find that I quite often lose games, because I am experienced with Blood Bowl, but I'm not a particularly good player. I make no claims of expertise at Blood Bowl at all. I've got to be honest. So, but every now and again I can pull out a cool victory. So that's the end. I hope you've enjoyed it, guys. That is Blood Bowl 2. This is one of my very favourite games, and I think I'll carry this on. I think I'll carry on playing in the Cabal Vision League, because it's just good fun, man. And if people like the videos, let me know. Drop me a message in the comments, and like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Thanks, guys. I'll catch you later. Take care. Bye.